This Filipino designer group's PPE pattern is the first to be medically reviewed. The global pandemic has triggered a shortage of medical supplies, including personal protective equipment or PPE. Even the US has had to implement systems to conserve their PPE supplies and use alternatives, even if the efficacy of these alternative face masks and gowns are unproven. In light of the shortage, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recently released a list of strategies to optimize PPE and equipment. These include the use of isolation gowns and eye protection devices beyond their manufacturer-designated shelf lives, and the use of alternatives like coverall safety glasses. Health workers are now also allowed to use isolation gowns if they are interacting with patients with the same disease and in the same location. Filipino designers nationwide have been teaming up to address the lack of face masks and PPEs in the Philippines. A Filipino group of designers is now making waves in the PPE industry for having the first medically reviewed open-source suit design. The group, composed of Mitch Dulce, Lea Empalmado, AJ Di Marucot, and Candy Maristela, based their design on a protective suit provided by the Office of Philippine Vice President Leni Robredo. The group released the pattern for their protective suit online. Dulce shared with Inquirer Lifestyle that Guy Cavalcanti, the head of the open-source COVID-19 medical supplies Facebook group, praised their design online. He wrote that the medical team had reviewed the design and suggested that others make it out of Tyvek 1433R, a thin, flexible, water-resistant fabric that you would find in any hardware store. Cavalcanti explained that Dulce's team had reverse-engineered an existing isolation suit design. They then used their data to create a pattern in an instructional PDF for others who would like to make it. He said that a certain Alex Crease from Boston created DXF files for machine cutting as well. Dulce has now asked those behind the Manila Protective Gear Sewing Club Facebook group to find people who can donate Tyvek for the PPEs. The group is also calling on designers to standardize the PPEs based on the data they published. One of the designers who have come out in support of the PPEs and said they would produce them is haute couture fashion designer Rajo Laurel.